All right.
Oh my
I
god!
think we're here. We're back. It's been
2
another.
weeks.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Another 2 weeks.
brother.
Well-
This guy stinks.
Man, don't yell at me. I was out outside and I haven't taken a shower yet. Okay.
I'm not talking about you.
Oh.
I'm just talking about my list.
Well, I mean that's every time we do a list.
Everybody hates my list.
All the time.
I've had some pretty good lists though.
You sure?
I mean, you can't tell me I haven't.
Don't put me out of frame.
You can't tell me I haven't.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Be Real. With Tyler and Juan,
Yep.
your hosts. Yeah. So it's been a couple weeks, but I think we're still alive. Are you? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm alive and well.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm just not sure about my list tonight. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, dang, this sucks.
You just gotta roll with it. You
Top
made it.
10 action movies.
It took you 35 minutes to
and
make this
this
list.
is the list that I came up with.
It took you 30 years to make this list, and you're still not happy with it?
I'm never happy with it.
Don't send it to me because I'm right next to you.
I'm gonna send it to you.
You always do. Send it to Parker. Send it to Savannah. Send it to Savannah's eyes.
What?
Send it to Savannah 3 times.
No. Well, go ahead, bro. Keep
All right,
talking.
so yeah. What we're gonna do? Sorry about that dead air. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna do our top 10 favorite action movies. Our favorite action movies, not like best film of all time. It's what we deem our favorites. We got 10 of them. 10 of them plus 3 honorable mentions.
Yeah, I'm not even ready to start yet.
Oh,
I don't even
boy.
get my honorable mentions.
Oh boy.
So you're gonna just keep talking, just keep taking
I'm
up
gonna
that
keep
air.
talking. So let's. Today is, as of recording, it is March 9th. I just came from the theater from watching Scream 6. I love the Scream franchise.
I really
And
want to see that movie.
This movie, Scream 6, was great.
Was it the best one?
No, it's not the best one, but it's
Up there?
up there, definitely.
Yo, what's up, guys?
They did I think they did a really good job with it, and you don't really notice that you don't have Nev Campbell, you don't have Sidney Prescott in this movie. They do a good job of keeping you distracted about thinking that she's not
regular cast.
that she's not there. The new cast that they have is great. They introduced them in Scream 5, but there was just one little thing that raised my eyebrow that they said in the movie. But other than that, to me, this movie is going to be rated at like 4.5 stars.
Okay.
Obviously, the first one.
That's really good.
The first Scream is 5 stars, but this one's 4.5 stars for me.
That's really good.
Just being in a new city, they're in New York City rather than Woodsboro. So the action's just constantly moving from place to place, and the way they break down, they always break down like what type of movie this would be if they were in a movie. Is it a sequel? Is it a prequel? Is it a requel? They say this is a franchise, and it actually is. So it's just good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Go watch Scream 6 tomorrow. Watch it right now.
You'll go Scream.
Listen to the podcast in one ear, and then go watch the movie in the other ear.
You're asking people to do some crazy things.
You might scream. Oh, and the way they handled the killers in this movie, fantastic. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
A new way. We haven't seen it before, which is good. But other than that, I think that's it.
All right, just end the episode there.
All right.
Good night, guys.
Thank you for coming.
Good night.
I'll expect an essay on my desk.
So how's your week going?
My week is good. Been working a lot.
Nice. I really don't feel like people are gonna like my list.
I don't think people are gonna like. Yeah, they'll love mine.
My list either.
They'll love my list.
Bro, when do they not like your list?
Can you wave at these people? It's killing me.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's where they left. So. Oh my gosh!
No way. So how's your week?
It just started.
It just started?
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it just started.
No. What's today?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yes.
It didn't just start.
Yeah, it did.
Mine's almost over.
That's what I meant.
Well, mine never ends.
What do you mean yours never ends? Everybody's week comes to an end.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
My week, no.
Why not?
It's just how it is. My weeks just run all in together.
Is that really how it is?
Because I work weekends.
I work one day on the weekend.
Nope. I work both weekends. You almost done with your list there, Sonny?
Not yet. I got 2 more honorable mentions.
Can we at least just start?
No. There it is.
Man.
Fifo Go West.
No. Is that an action movie? If it's an action movie, write it down.
Oh, that's a cartoon.
So?
It's not an action movie.
What is that? I can't read it.
I don't know.
Oh, you waved at that person. That's what it said.
At that person? Wow, that's so messed up.
I can't see the name.
That person.
That person.
Who's that person? La, la,
It's
la,
Jess.
La, 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 la. It's what?
It's Jess.
Who?
That's the theme song for New Girl.
Yes. You are right.
Stop throwing stuff at me. Yep. I'm trying not to have dead air.
You're really good at that.
Yeah, because you stopped talking.
It's not all about me, bro.
It's a both of us.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. We're teams.
Okay. You're right. We're teams.
Yep.
So, nobody's on right now.
That's okay. We're on.
So, who you want to go first?
Yeah, I always go first.
All right, that's fine. Go first.
All right. We're starting our top 10 list
Of top 10 action movies.
I'm gonna
Juan is going to go first.
I'm gonna start with the honorable mentions.
Oh, gosh.
I'm gonna go with the first honorable mentions is Underworld Evolution.
Ooh, that's a good movie.
Yeah, that's the second one.
That's a really good movie.
That's the second one.
That's a really good movie.
That's the one where she kills the she kills the main vampiro.
The what?
The main vampiro?
The man pedo? I was
Yep.
like, the what pedo?
The
Did
main
he have a white
vampiro.
van?
Huh? In a white van? I think they chase him down in a white truck.
I think so.
And you can't Kate Beckinsale in leather. Can't go wrong. All right, you're next.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Is this the one that
Is that the one? Underworld Evolution. That's the one. That's the one where she They wake up the. Oh my gosh. The first lichen and the first vampire.
Yeah.
And they
he's
slice him
been
in half.
he's been asleep.
He's a bat.
That's the one with the vampire when he's like flying behind the truck, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You can't put that on your list.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Because you're like, is that the one? Yes. And you start writing.
No. No. It's just funny though because we think alike. We think alike.
We do.
We do think alike.
What's
All
your
right,
next
my
one?
first honorable mention is Charlie's Angels.
Oh, okay. Which one? This one with Bernie Mac?
Yes, I
Yeah.
forget the name of that one. Charlie's
remember.
Angels. I love the one where he's on the beach.
Yeah.
And he's like, Bosley, hit somebody with the surfboard. Is that you, Lord?
Yeah.
Is that you?
He's got
God?
the earpiece
Is that
in.
God?
Is that you, Lord?
Is that you, Lord? Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah.
What do you rate? Wait, what do you rate the Evolution?
3 stars.
What are you drinking there? Why don't you tell everybody?
This is Pepsi's rival, Coke.
You have Coke products now?
Culver's? Oh, yeah.
That's right, they changed it. It used to be Pepsi.
It used to be Pepsi.
I went there one time.
I
I was like, "Hey," I was like, "Let me get the cherry Pepsi." Oh, so we're Coke products now. I was like, "Gosh."
Really?
The-
You're upset about that?
Yeah, because I like cherry Pepsi. You know I
you
like
get
cherry.
upset when there's Pepsi.
I know, but you know I like cherry Pepsi.
Yeah, I know.
If that
But they have Dr. Pepper. That's basically cherry Pepsi.
No, I know, but when you go to Culver's, you expect them to
You
have.
expect a Pepsi.
Yeah, you expect Pepsi products. So I'm like, all right, let me
It
get
says it on the door right when you walk in.
cherry Pepsi. He's like, oh, we got Coke products now. I was like, yes, finally.
Yeah.
Let me get that.
There was a lady that I was walking behind into Culver's, and she's like, "Oh, I don't want to come here anymore. They serve Coke." I'm like, "Calm down, lady."
It's a good thing. So, Charlie's Angels, I think it's the third one.
It might be
Right.
the one with Bernie Mac.
I gotta look it up just to. Gotta get the facts.
You gotta get the facts right
The FAX.
before you fax it. I wonder if you can still fax people. Can you still?
You can.
I mean, if they plug in their fax machine on the other end. Just type in Charlie's Angels with Bernie Mac. Did you ever watch the Bernie Mac show?
Mm-hmm.
That show was funny. There it is.
Yeah. Charlie's Angels Full Throttle.
Full Throttle. So that's the third one?
Yeah.
All right. So my next honorable mention is The Magnificent Seven.
Don't know what that is.
It's a Western movie starring Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, and a bunch of other people.
Cool.
It's really cool. So there's these like city folk coming in to come in and take over like a little small town.
Mm-hmm.
He threatens the people like if they don't leave. First he came in to buy the land from them and they weren't gonna leave. Then he came back and said that if they weren't gone within a certain amount of time that he was gonna come in and just kill everybody and take it. So one lady
Okay.
One lady comes in and she hires this guy Denzel Washington, and then he goes and gets 7 other guys or 6 other guys. So defend the town.
Why it has number 7 in
It's a really good movie. It's a really good action movie.
What's your rating on it?
3.5.
Nice. Oh, that Charlie's Angels movie, I gave it a 3.5 as well.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you've seen this movie. You can still hear me in the microphone?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Check. Testing.
I've probably seen it.
Testing.
I've seen that.
Yep. Okay. So my second honorable mention, it's a movie called Takers.
Yeah, with T.I. and Justin Timberlake.
T.I. Justin Timberlake is not in this movie.
They did a song together.
It's T.I. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
They were robbing trucks.
And it was like Paul Walker, T.I., Chris Brown.
Oh, yeah. Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris Elba. He's in it.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people in that movie.
The movie's good. They were robbing armored trucks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, they were.
The money ones.
Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
I give that movie 3.5 stars as well. It's a good action. It's not like the most popular movie, but
no, the scene that stands out to me is when they blow out the street when the armored truck is sitting on top of it and it falls into the subway.
Yeah, that part was like really cool.
That was cool.
And the way that Chris Brown and his brother die in that movie is pretty.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
It's like a heroic death. They have like a bunch of cops outside.
Oh, they
like
sacrificed
shooting.
themselves.
They're shooting and they're like, all right, let's go. And then they
aim for the bushes.
and there's no bushes. But all right, bro. What's your first honorable mention?
It better be good. I had it.
Oh gosh, you forgot it already.
He
forgot it.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Bro, I don't know what the heck these movies are. Man from U.N.C.L.E.?
Yeah. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. stars Henry Cavill when he shaved his mustache.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
It's a spy movie. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. U.N.C.L.E. is an acronym. It's who's in it? Let's see. It's
the Man
Henry
from U.N.C.L.E.
Cavill and Armie Hammer. They're both spies. They're both spies competing to be the better spy. It's funny. It's in the height of the Cold War. It's in it. They are CIA, which is Henry Cavill, and a KGB agent, which is Army Hammer.
Central Intelligence Agency.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's really good. It's a really good action movie, really good spy movie. I don't know. Was it that scene? There was a scene. I think it's The Man from U.N.C.L.E., but it may not be. Where there's a scene with Henry Cavill where he like has a suit on in the bathroom and he's like tune like that. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, that is 007. He goes like this, and he's like ready to fight. Everybody's talking about it. I don't know. That was cool because it's like he just got hit in the face with a toilet seat or something like that.
Man from U.N.C.L.E. sounds like a great movie.
It's fun. It's a fun movie, and it's funny because they're both agents. And
Man from U.N.C.L.E.
competing against each other. Yep.
Man from U.N.C.L.E.
What's your next one?
My next one is Underworld, Rise of the Lycans.
That one?
Yeah.
Ugh. That's a prequel.
It's a good movie.
That's the prequel.
It's a good movie.
Is it? It's kind of boring.
I like prequels.
Yeah.
I like the slow builds.
That is definitely a slow build. It goes to a big fight at the end.
It's a great fight scene. It's a lot of action.
It is a lot of action.
It's like they saved all the action.
There's a lot of death.
Death, blood, action.
A lot of death and carnage.
Scene. So, number 10.
Number 10.
This is when it gets good.
Number 10 for
Do
me.
you think, well, before you start, do you think we have any of the same movies on our top 10?
Not at all.
There's
There's no way you have anything on that I have on my list.
All right, let's find out.
There's no way.
You know,
Especially this number 10, as you probably even forgot it existed.
if we got the same number 10, we're ending the episode right here.
If we got the same number 10, I will take my shirt off.
For the episode?
Yes.
All right, bet. Cool. All right, let's see.
It's the same number 10 only.
We get like 100 viewers right there. Let me see. All right, only number 10?
Put the popcorn logos over my nipple. All right.
Let's see.
My number 10 is Transformers.
You know what, bro? It was almost my number 10.
The Shia LaBeouf one from 2007.
See, that was almost my number 10.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Almost doesn't count. My shirt
It was
says
either the number 10 or it doesn't make the list.
Oh. See, I was kind of iffy on that, but I was like, as many times as I've seen it,
It's a really good movie.
that is a good one.
It's the best one.
Yeah, I agree.
I love the scene where he's running through the desert, slow motion.
That's the second one. The first one is when he meets Bumblebee and he meets Megan Fox. Remember, she goes, how come he keeps turning into this piece of crap Camaro? And he kicks him out and he sees the new Camaro and he changes into that one instead.
So number 2 is the one where he's in the desert.
Number 2 is the one.
Optimus Prime almost dies.
Mm-hmm. That's in the desert.
Okay.
There's the first one.
And that's when Megan Fox is running.
Yeah, she's wearing all white, running to the desert.
Yeah.
The first one though, they are in the desert in the first one, but it's Tyrese.
Which I love Tyrese in that movie.
The Spanish guy from Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yep.
And then Chris Pine.
Yes.
Some famous handsome guy.
Mm-hmm.
And like the cell tower falls, and they're like, "What was that?" And he goes, "I don't know." But Pokemon, I can't speak Spanish tonight. I almost tried to say it, but you know what?
Say it.
Nope.
No, you gotta
my
say
tongue is no.
You have to say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Say it, bro.
It almost breaks my ass. That's what he said.
Just say it in Spanish.
Nope.
Please say it for our Asian viewers.
Nope.
You almost laughed. Come on, bro. Say it for
I'm not
us.
gonna say it. Just move on. Let's move
No,
on.
you gotta say it.
Let's move on.
What do you rate that movie?
That Transformers 4 stars.
Hey, you're starting high. 4 stars on your number 10.
I mean, it's good.
That means everything else on your list must be 4 or 5.
That's what's on my list.
What?
That's why it's on my list.
Gotcha. That's a good movie. I give it 4. I give it 4 stars.
Okay.
My number 10.
That made me want a Camaro.
My number 10. I'm kidding. My number 10 is actually it was a great book. I read the book first. Maze Runner.
Oh, that almost made my list. I was talking about it the other day.
Maze Runner is a really good movie.
I read
very underrated.
I read the books of that too.
Very underrated.
Yeah. My favorite of the book series though is the Scorch Trials, the second one.
Yeah.
Because of the
but the book
zombie
was
people.
the movie. I don't think the Scorched Trials the movie was even that good.
No.
The first one was great.
The first one was really good. Really, really good. Especially that spider thing.
Second one wasn't.
The book is way better.
The book is
because
way better.
puts especially the zombie people.
Mm-hmm.
That was in the book. That was creepy.
In the movie, wasn't
In the
really
movie,
that
it
good.
wasn't all that creepy.
I feel like they changed directors or whatever.
I don't know. I mean,
They just went like a completely different route.
yeah.
It felt the second one didn't even feel like it connected.
No, it felt weird. And they had, I know that they separated them, and they're the guy, the main character, and the
Scorched Trial,
girl.
I mean, like it wasn't bad. Like the desert
No.
scene when they're going through.
Yeah.
And then, like, I mean, not gonna lie, like that the little zombie thing in the building was kind of creepy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had to walk by them. Like it was a cool movie. But it just felt
It didn't have that tension like it did in the
in
book.
the first one,
Right.
Either or in the
Or
first
in the
one.
first one.
In the first one, you didn't know what to expect. Like
You
really,
didn't know what
you
was
did
going on.
not know what to expect. I felt like there was so many things happening at once.
But yeah, that,
But I give the movie 4 stars.
I
It was
agree.
it was
Yeah.
a really good movie.
the Maze Runner is really good.
The Maze Sprinter, the Maze Walker,
The Maze Usain Bolt.
Maze.
They pay with Maze.
It's amazing.
The kids always pay.
The kids pay. They pay with Maze. All right, what's your number
Going
9?
Number 9.
I swear, if it's the same,
They're
movie,
gonna kill me for how high this is.
You mean how low?
Whatever. Kill Bill Volume 1.
I'm not gonna lie. That's not that bad.
Yeah,
For a number 9, no, I don't think that's bad.
Okay.
It made a top 10 list.
that's true.
But some people love
hold that movie so
Tarantino.
high.
Some people love Tarantino so much they'll put it as a number 1 or 2.
Right, but they also, not only do they love Tarantino, but they love Kill Bill so much.
Well, think about it. When that movie came out, there wasn't a lot of action movies like that movie.
There was. Technically. There was a lot of like
That
Like-
movie set it. That movie like set
so
a standard.
she's dressed like Bruce Lee, right?
Mhm.
So
Uma Thurman.
right, Uma
She
Thurman.
was so good in that movie.
She really was. But there, you have to think about it. At that time, there was a lot of who was popular at that time. Jet Li, Jackie Chan, like so. There was a lot of movies coming out at that time that there was like
A lot of fighters.
a lot of fighters,
Fu.
especially kung fu movies, kung fu spoof movies. Like remember that what's that one kung fu movie with the cow? Remember that?
Kung Pao Fury.
That's that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kung Pao Fist of Fury.
something like that.
Chosen one. I'm coming. It loops him.
That's-
Chosen one. That movie's hilarious. With the fighting cow and he like milks it.
Yeah. That was the thing. And then also, what's his name? Jean-Claude Van Damme. He does a lot of martial arts movie stuff. He had a movie Time Cop at
Mhm.
that time, same time. You know what I mean? So that was very popular back then. So a lot of people hold that movie to high regards, especially because she has the Bruce Lee black and yellow.
And a
suit.
lot of gore in that movie.
very gory.
Like well,
Not
it's
as much
Tarantino.
as the second
A
one.
lot of blood.
Yes, not as much as the second one.
Yeah, I think the second one.
The second one was way
she,
more
like,
gory.
chopped off this guy's arm and he was just spewing.
Well, when
blood
she
out.
actually gets to the Yakuza, that was gory. She like freaking scalps a person, and you see her brain. But in the first one, when they're fighting in the kitchen and they're beating each other with the Lucky Charms, that was hilarious.
That was a good movie. I give it 4. That's 4 stars too.
Same, 4 stars.
Well, it's funny how you mentioned Jet Li
Yeah.
because he's in this next movie that I have. That I have my number 9.
Okay.
These movies came around. Say when did
Like
Kill Bill come out?
2000,
2003.
at least 2003, 2004.
So this movie has Jet Li in it. It's called Cradle to the Grave.
Okay.
It's a movie with Jet Li and DMX.
Oh yeah.
Jet Li was a cop.
I remember.
DMX was he was involved in crime. Anthony
Right.
Anderson, I think, is in the movie as well.
Okay.
These guys take DMX's daughter, like kidnap her. And what's up, Danny? We're actually not talking about Mandalorian tonight. We're talking about our top 10 favorite action movies.
Yeah. Mandalorian is the next one.
Mandalorian's gonna be pushed to next week, but so they kidnap his daughter, and then him and Jet Li like partner up and find these guys down.
Oh.
Like they hunt them down. Lot of crazy action. Like bro, Jet Li in this movie, he climbs like the side of this apartment complex,
I think I've seen clips of that.
and like he's just at the top of it, and then he's just letting go and just dropping down like this.
Really?
He like him and Jackie Chan, like all these guys
They do a lot of their own stunts.
do a lot of their own stunts. So
Yeah.
it's like but the fight scenes in that movie are good. Like, there's a lot of one-on-ones.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I like that.
Your classic martial art movie.
Wide frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Jet Li ends up fighting this guy at an airport. It's like an airport hangar scene.
Okay.
And, like, I think there's fire around them.
Oh, that's cool.
So when it's, like, wide frame, and it's, like, the guy that's kidnapping the daughter is, like, enemies with Jet Li.
Okay.
So it's, like, a really big, like, story behind the two.
Yeah.
But the fight scenes in that movie are great. I would recommend you watch it if you haven't. It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to find it.
Like, DMX is not a bad actor. It's not hard to act in this movie. It's literally like you could put Tyrese in that role that DMX played. It's
Okay.
like one of those types of characters.
Gotcha.
But I give that movie for action. I give that movie 4 stars.
Okay.
I've watched that movie since I was like a kid. I mean, like when I remember being like 13 years old watching this movie.
Watching that movie.
I had it on VHS.
Nice. I own a couple of these movies that are on my list.
All right, so
A lot of them actually.
so if our next movie is the same one,
I don't think so.
you have to take your shirt off. Can I guess what kind of movie it is?
You just looked at my list.
I did not look at your list.
You can. It's an action movie.
I know, obviously, but I just feel like since we're like, you did Kill Bill.
Okay.
You mentioned like Jet Li.
Right.
I mentioned Jet Li.
Okay.
I feel like you're just gonna end up mentioning like Jackie Chan or something in this next movie.
You could try.
I'm just saying. I think that's where this is going.
You can
'cause
guess.
we're
Yeah,
like,
guess. That'd be
Well,
fun.
no, go ahead.
I'll guess your. I'll try and guess your next.
No, I don't want to.
Why?
No, go ahead.
Why?
What's the next movie?
You're scaring me. It's my number 8 is Hunger Games: Catching Fire.
I was completely wrong. Jackie Chan's in that movie somewhere.
We're talking about. He's the movie.
He's the
He directed it. No,
bro. He's the guy that looks like Woody Harrelson. That's Jackie Chan.
he was the water.
He's the bow and arrow.
The reason I chose that one over the first one is because the world.
It wasn't as boring.
No. The most boring one
The
is
first one.
Mockingjay Part 1.
Well, yeah, it's the first one. I fell asleep in the movie.
No, that's not the first one. Mockingjay Part 1.
What?
That's the third book.
I fell
It's split
asleep in the
into
first one.
The first Hunger Games?
Yeah.
All right. I don't blame
Well, only because it took so long to get to the
you. To
action.
get to the games. That's why.
Which it was supposed to be that way, but still.
Right. But Catching Fire, like, you don't need all that build up.
It's already action.
All you have to do is just set up the time, which we are in. Set up the new characters, which they did. And then that was 30 minutes. And then the rest of the movie, which is like 45 minutes
Action.
after that, it's
Survival.
all in the game.
Survival.
That's it. It's so good. You got 45 minutes of what they're supposed to be doing, which is the Hunger Games.
Surviving and killing.
Right. And it was good. It was really good.
It is a good movie.
I loved how they did it, how they figured out that the island that they're on is basically a clock.
That was crazy.
That
actually.
was cool. Mm-hmm. And the lady was going TikTok, and I thought she was crazy, but no, she was saying that TikTok, like the island is a clock.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. Yeah, and then the fight scene when they first ring the bell, and they're trying to get their weapons. That was cool. And then the island like shifts to like shift it up after to like disperse everybody so that they can go find each other. That was cool.
Yeah, that was actually one of the better ones. Honestly,
Yeah.
I would go 1, 3, 2 in order.
1, 3, 2. 3. No, 3 was bad. 3 was boring.
Well, isn't that the one you're talking about, Mockingjay? Part 2,
No, I'm talking about Catching Fire.
which is the
The second one.
Okay, I'm sorry. It would
3
mine for me would be for best ones, from worst to best would be 3, 1, 2. From like worst to best.
What about number 4?
Oh, that's right. There is a number 4.
They split the last one into 2 parts.
Gosh.
Number 4 for me, it would go from worst to best. 3, which is Mockingjay Part 1, and then Mockingjay Part 2, and then Hunger Games, and then Catching Fire.
Yes, that's the same order I would put.
Yeah.
And what would you rate this movie?
I would give this movie 4 stars.
I agree. I have to agree.
Yeah.
I have to agree. What's my number 8? You want to know?
Yeah, that's what I
You
asked
want to try and guess?
I can try and guess. Rush Hour 2.
No. Do you want like a clue?
Is it Clue?
No. You want
Oh,
a clue?
Scooby Doo.
Do you want a clue?
Sure.
It's an action movie. It's an action movie in California.
Fast and Furious. That takes place in California.
Wait, what's wrong with this list?
You're missing movies? You're
Oh,
shuffling
wait.
through papers now. You got the wrong list. You've been saying the wrong list the whole time.
Oh, I hope not.
You're saying your MCU list.
Could you imagine? I swear.
Takes place in California. You know, Rush Hour takes place in California.
It does. But no, this movie takes place in California.
Speed.
No, it starts with an S.
Oh, say what the hell starts with an S? This is like when we were playing that Blockbuster game, but like movies that start with an S, and I couldn't think of anything.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
SWAT.
Oh,
SWAT with Samuel L. Jackson, LL Cool
nice.
J,
Michelle Rodriguez. Man, that movie's
I forget
good.
the other two people in it.
There's
But dude, that movie.
a Spanish guy in there somewhere.
There is, but it's. I think it's the guy. I think it's Ant-Man's character.
Michael Pena.
I don't know if it's Pena or not. No, Pena's in another cop movie. It's called
End of Watch.
End of Watch.
That movie.
Great
Oh
movie.
my God, him and Jake Gyllenhaal killed it.
Such a great movie. I love that movie.
And
It's like
the
a
way
POV.
the way they die at the end.
No, wait, the what? I'm kidding. No, but yeah, SWAT. That's to me classic movie, bro.
The movie is so good.
love my favorite part about that movie is
Oh
the
no, you know who's in
training.
it? Is the guy the guy I'll take your quarterback from
Carter
Too
Verone?
Fast. Yes, the
Yeah.
same guy. He's in there.
He's a good guy in that movie. No, he becomes a villain.
He becomes a villain.
He was on that.
He was
on the SWAT.
he was SWAT. Yeah.
And then they went, and then the fight scene at the end with
When they're on
versus
the bridge?
versus Carter Verone, and I forget the white guy's name that like leads the SWAT. Because Samuel L. Jackson, it's like he built the Avengers. It's like you got Nick Fury,
Yeah.
and then you got the white guy who's like the leader of them.
Isn't it Chris Evans in that movie?
No,
Look it up.
but you had Michelle Rodriguez,
Right.
Carter Verone. Hey,
I'll
I'll
take
take
my
my
quarterback.
quarterback.
There you go. You did all that for a damn cigar.
No, you did that for a job. Like, we did all that for a damn cigar? No. You did that for a job. Get out of here. I love Tyrese in that movie.
He breaks the window of that car and it was unlocked.
This movie came out in 2003.
That's how good it was.
So you had
Colin Farrell.
Jeremy Renner was in that movie.
Oh, Hawkeye.
He was Brian Gamble.
Yes.
Colin
and then
Farrell.
Colin Farrell. LL Cool
Samuel L.
J.
Jackson. Jeremy Renner. Michelle Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez is coming up in Dungeons and Dragons, which I want to see.
LL Cool J. I don't know who Oliver Martinez is.
That's the Spanish guy I was talking about.
It's not Carter Verone.
No, but he's in it. Isn't he?
I don't think so.
I swear I
I
remember
thought
him.
it was Josh Gable, this guy. That
I
becomes
s-
the bad guy.
I swear. Oh, they got the guy from S.H.I.E.L.D. From the TV show S.H.I.E.L.D. They got Hector from Fast and Furious.
Yeah, Officer Brian Gamble is one of the main. So it's Hawkeye that
He's the main
is one of the
antagonist.
two main antagonists in 2003. Another being Alex Montel. So it's this guy and Brian Gamble.
Okay. I mean, I thought he was in that movie.
It was both of them that kind of become like they
Okay.
switch on him. But
yeah, I
that's
thought Carter Verone was in that movie.
he's not. I take my cutter back.
You know
But
who's in? He's in Pitch Black.
He is. Yeah, I can't even see him.
That's right.
It's too dark.
Yep.
But I give that movie 4 out of 5 stars.
That's a good movie, man. I agree with you on that
Great
one.
movie.
Yeah.
See, my list ain't that bad.
No. But that's because ain't nobody talking.
You're right. What's your number 7?
My number 7.
Let me guess it.
Okay, go ahead. I don't think you ever. In
Give
a
me
million,
one clue.
in a million
Give me
worlds.
one clue.
It's in the 70s.
Okay, bro. There's so many movies in the 70s.
Think of
bro.
action from the 70s. What do I like from the 70s? Horror movies. So there's not that really many action movies from the 70s that I like.
It's not Jet Li.
No. It's another Lee.
Bruce Lee. It is, right?
Yeah.
I don't even need to guess it. I already know it.
What is it?
No.
You get it wrong.
Think so?
Yeah. Because there's 3 of them that came out in the 70s.
What happens if I get it right?
I don't know.
Nah, you know what? I'd
click that
rather
pen.
be surprised and let down.
All right, ready? Enter.
I knew it. I knew it.
Enter the Dragon.
I knew it.
Enter the Dragon.
That movie's so great.
That's the one where he's in that tournament.
That movie, yes. The yeah. It's like
he gets cut, but that dude has the bear claw at the end.
Movie's great.
That's a great movie.
Dang, bro, that movie's so good.
That movie, I used to watch that all the time.
It's arguably 5-star movie.
Yeah, I own it. I have it on VHS. I watch it all the time.
That movie's really good.
It really is.
I gotta rewatch it, man. That movie's awesome.
There's a dude in there that's so jacked. He looks like the Hulk.
I'm trying to picture the scene in my head.
Probably the most iconic scene you'll think of.
Well, the arena, the place they fought in, I'm trying to picture.
They're outside.
They are outside. Okay.
There's a scene. Probably the most famous Bruce Lee scene is when he fights Chuck Norris, but that's Return of the Dragon.
That movie's good.
Which is also.
Didn't they actually fight in that movie?
It's got 2 names. Yeah, they fought each other for real.
But they were really fighting.
Yes.
They weren't like acting.
No, they were sparring for real. But
and
that
that's
movie,
when Chuck Norris was able to hang with him.
Yeah, but I mean, Chuck Norris was in real life. He also trained in mixed martial arts.
Oh, but dude, I think we talked about it one day.
Like,
Chuck Norris is his record as far as fighting is ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Hit a time limit.
Oh no, I don't.
So like, a lot of people get Enter the Dragon and Return or Way of the Dragon, confused.
Well, they all have the word dragon in them.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, so Return of the Dragon or Way of the Dragon, it's the same movie. That's the one where he fights Chuck Norris. That's the one where he's got the nunchucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's the one where he's got the nunchucks and he fights in the alley. And then also Game of Death is the one where he has that famous yellow suit with the black pinstripe on the side.
Yes.
Which is really cool because that movie he has to fight guys in succession.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going up the building, he's fighting all these different guys in each level.
It's like he's going up the ladder.
It's like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the Mortal Kombat, when you play the game, it's like you start from here and then you
go
work your
up
way
and you fight Shaka Khan. But yeah, Enter the Dragon. That movie, that's 5 stars for me. That's my first 5-star movie, and we're already number 7.
That's intense.
That is intense.
It's a good movie.
I just imagine the scene where they're fighting and he's kicking all the mirrors, trying to find the guy. And
that scene was cool.
Yeah, and he cuts him with the bear claw. All right, what's your number 7?
This is a military movie.
Okay.
This movie was also on my top 10 favorite movies all time. It's Black Hawk Down.
I thought about putting that one on my list.
I can't think of any action movie that's just.
That's a good one.
And it's based on a true story. I had to put it on there. I could not put it on here. I just love that movie. It's like it hits home for me for some reason. I'm just like, man, this movie is like, I feel like it's like,
yeah.
I got like I'm attached to that movie. I guess
you don't really see in a lot of war movies. You don't really see the Black Hawk helicopters.
Yeah, my dad actually was, he was a Marine, but he worked on them, and he was like
Yeah.
a crew chief on a Black Hawk. So maybe that's why I love the movie so much.
That's
because
probably why.
I was like, I kind of grew up around them,
Yeah.
And they were, dude, those things are amazing. Oh my gosh. But
funny, one of my movies on my list has a Black Hawk in it. It's Transformers.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
It's a Decepticon.
That's interesting. But I have to give, this is my first 5-star movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gave that movie 5 stars, bro.
I agree. That movie.
I just
really
think everything about the movie is like just all across the board. It's got the right amount of action. It's got the right amount of drama. movie kind of makes you like, oh dang, that sucks. I wouldn't want to die like that. Like when
Yeah.
the guy like got paralyzed and
Oh yeah.
he got killed by that big crowd of people.
Yep.
They're like stoning him and stuff.
Where were they at?
I forget exactly where they were.
They were not in the Middle East, that's for sure.
No.
They were somewhere in one of the countries in Africa somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I forget exactly what they were doing over there, but I'll be able to tell you guys next week. But what is your number 6?
I don't even remember. Oh, my number 6. You gotta guess it, because this man has been in a lot of movies.
You gotta give me a clue.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's not Terminator.
No, almost though.
Almost?
Almost on my list.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not Jingle All the Way.
No,
It's
It's-
Turbo Time.
it's in the 80s.
I feel like it's right on my. I feel like it's right on the edge of my tongue. Go ahead.
The Predator,
That's a good
the
movie.
first one.
That's a good movie.
Yeah,
Dang. It's a really good movie.
that is.
Arnold Schwarzenegger made one of our lists.
Yeah,
Can't believe it. All right.
when he covers himself in mud
Yes.
to hide his to hide his body heat, that was cool. That was cool. And then Jesse Ventura, the guy next to him goes, "Hey man, you're bleeding." Jesse Ventura goes, "I don't have time to bleed."
I don't have time to bleed.
That's the mayor.
The mayor.
That's the governor. I'm sorry, he's a governor of some. Not anymore, but
The
he was.
governor.
Jesse the Body Ventura was also.
That's a good movie,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Dude, that's. I'm not gonna lie, our lists are pro both, but both of our lists are pretty good.
Yeah,
Kind of impressed.
man, me too.
This is close. This is close.
That for me is a 4.5.
This is close.
4.5 stars. For me.
Nice.
You know what killed the Predator franchise?
What?
The second one. When he goes to LA and he's somehow involved in
The Predator.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Predator is somehow involved in the mob war that's going on in LA over there.
Yeah.
Stupid movie.
I
The
agree.
first one was really good.
I agree. They should have not even had to do the second one.
It didn't need it. It didn't need it. All right. What's your number 6?
Want to guess it?
Sure, give me a clue.
It's in California.
Fast and Furious.
Yes, it is. The Fast and the Furious. It's my number 6.
Nice.
Movies.
Don't blame you.
It's not. I don't think it's my favorite one. No.
Hey, why'd you bring the Buster here? Because the Buster kept me out of handcuffs.
The Buster kept me out of
He didn't just run
handcuffs.
back to the fort.
Cause the Buster,
Brought me back.
he used to do all that.
Yeah.
The Buster
You can have any
kept
beer
me
you
out of
want.
handcuffs.
As long as it's a Corona.
Right? You can have any beer you want as long as it's the Corona.
I mean, that's all you got, sir.
That's all you got.
It's got
But,
that and Snapple.
I mean, that movie, man. I mean, that's. I don't even feel. You don't need to really explain why it's on the list. It's great. It's got the. It's about cars, bro. It's about.
Yep.
It's what made us all fall in love with the franchise.
Yeah, for real.
Like, it was about illegal street racing. It was about like.
It's about truckers. I mean, guys stealing trucks for DVDs and selling them on the black market.
That's why I say I think the first two are the best. Like that one, those two, Fast 5. And I love Tokyo Drift. I do. I love Tokyo
Yeah.
Drift. I do. I say
But the first one, it's
Yeah,
just
the
mad.
first one
It's
is-
just good, man.
It is. It's 5 stars, bro.
Yeah.
5 stars. Like, what's your number? This is when it gets top 5.
All
What's
right.
your number 5?
It's a war movie.
Give me a clue.
It's a war movie. If I give you any more than that, you're gonna immediately know it.
Old,
Yeah.
like 90s or 2000s?
I believe this movie came out in the 90s, the mid to late 90s.
Saving Ryan's Privates.
Yes, sir. Tom Hanks shoots that tank.
Saving Private Ryan.
That's the one.
Great movie.
Great movie.
7 stars. 7 out of 5.
That's a good movie.
Man, that's a really good movie.
Yeah, it is.
Brings me back. Brings me back to Nam. I love that movie, bro. I gotta.
Tom Hanks is just good in anything. The other day I was watching Castaway. 90% of the movie.
Wilson.
Yes, 90% of the movie is him talking to a volleyball with his hand.
And you're like, dang.
And you're involved.
And you're like, man, I want to go
when
buy
he
a volleyball.
when he got mad at Wilson and kicked him off the ledge, you're like, oh no, his friend.
Bro, you felt attached to Wilson.
Yeah.
And made me want to go buy a volleyball.
Exactly. Made you want to go buy not a Spalding.
Wilson. You like freaking out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro. Like, he made, bro, his co-star was a freaking volleyball.
Right.
Named Will. I don't know,
And it
bro.
doesn't take long. Like, that movie doesn't take long to get on the island either.
It does not.
Like, it's like the first 15 minutes.
Yep.
Which is good.
The first 10 minutes were great for him.
Yeah, he's flying on a FedEx airplane. I've always wanted to do that.
And then next thing you know, went downhill.
Yeah. But Saving Private Ryan, that movie's good. But they think he's what? They think he's dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they get a letter or something like that. They have to go find him.
Yep.
He's the only man left from his platoon or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah,
Isn't that movie based on like a true story?
I think so. A lot of war movies are.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially the older ones, like early
Yeah.
2000, 90 movies.
There's 2 of them on Netflix that just came out now. They're both in foreign languages, but they're both really good, and they're both World War I, but the other side, not in the U.S. One is told from the story of France, and I think the other one is told
That's
from
cool.
of Germans. They're really good. They're really, really good movies. But this one told from the U.S. side, Saving Private Ryan, it's pretty good. This is, I think, what? World War II.
I think so, yeah. I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Germans, right?
The Germans fought in both wars, so it's kind of hard.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I know we invaded, and they call it Doom, like D-Day.
I
I think that's World War One.
I think so.
The same in Private Ryan.
But there's
I think
Dunkirk
it's
as
2.
well.
That's true.
That's the island of
I
Dunkirk.
want to say.
That was a
I want to say
massacre.
Saving Private Ryan is
I think it's World War II.
Yeah.
It's just not the Vietnam War.
Mm-mm.
Definitely not.
That was brutal.
That was brutal.
So that was your
If you
number
want to do the
5.
Vietnam War, that's the movie Full Metal Jacket.
It's another good movie.
That's another good one.
It's a really good movie.
And I think
Also, Fury.
that's World War One.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
It is with the movies. That's a great movie. Michael Pena's in it.
Yep. Shia LaBeouf's in it.
Shia LaBeouf.
Brad Pitt.
Dude, all those guys had a great performance in the movie. From the perspective of a tank, you never thought that movie, like a movie like that, would be great.
Right.
Because you never think about it. Usually in war movies, you see the inside of a ship, like the little submarine, a helicopter, or plane. You don't think about a movie.
Or you're on the
inside of a
front
tank.
lines with whoever's on
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
But this was from a tank. The way those guys died in there was crazy.
This one guy lost his face. Literally, like they panned the camera
Pena
down.
got shot.
Somebody, I think one of the rockets went off. One of the shells went off inside the tank, and the only thing that was left of the guy was his face, and it was on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dang.
Tanks they're pretty big inside.
They are.
But yeah, that movie was good too. You can't go wrong with a good war movie. Really can't.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on how much they show of the gore. 'Cause like saving. I always want to tell the joke, but Saving Private Ryan, you're right on there on the beach. I think it's Dunkirk is the beach that they're on.
Mm-hmm.
But there's guys like missing their legs, missing their arms, or there's half bodies. There's one guy crawling. He's still alive, crawling to his legs. Like his legs are not attached to him anymore, and it's just like that's brutal.
Yeah, man, things were different then, bro. Like really, you had to show that stuff. That's just how it was.
That's just the unfortunate side
That was the
of
reality.
war. That's the reality of any war ever, even now.
Couldn't even imagine going through that, crawling towards my legs.
Shit.
Oh, my legs. My legs.
Oh no.
But that's it. Saving Private Ryan's a good movie, man.
Yeah.
What do you rate that?
I'm gonna give that 4.5.
Yeah, it's 5 for me.
Really? Yeah.
Well, Tom Hanks is great.
Tom Hanks is great at anything. But like anytime I hear him speak and I don't look at the screen, I just picture Woody from Toy Story.
I agree with you. You're just like, what, man?
Especially when he yells.
Why is Woody in a war movie? Or Tim Allen, I think of Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear.
But all right. So my number 5. This is starting the top 5. This guy doesn't get enough credit. This movie's in the desert.
God has enough credit. Movies in the desert. Was it Blood Diamond?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's The Mummy.
Oh, Brendan Fraser's.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't get enough credit, man. That guy made that franchise is so good. Without him, that movie would not be good at all.
No, you're right.
Like
his comedic timing as well as his action was really
yeah.
good.
I know him and The Rock had like a situation, like beef going on for a little bit, especially around that movie because he got brought in, and then like they kind of like, you know, Brendan Fraser was like the superstar of the movie, and then The Rock came in and they were apparently like close, and next thing you know, The Rock was supposed to bring Brendan Fraser into this like another movie, and something happened where The Rock just didn't even do anything. Like he like took all the credit for how good those movies were.
Who's The Rock?
Yeah, he kind of did Brendan Fraser like a little dirty.
Yeah,
but it's I don't believe it because
I mean The Rock got his own spinoff.
Brendan Fraser made those movies. I think were better.
Yeah, I think so too.
The Rock didn't have to be in any of them.
No, that's
Scorpion King.
The worst CGI.
That movie.
The second one.
That movie was good up until that part.
Yeah, the second one.
So The Rock being the Scorpion King was fine up until we saw him on a scorpion.
Yeah.
That was like, really? Like, come on. Him running around as a Scorpion King would have been better.
As they did in the movie. The Scorpion King.
In the beginning. Like, in the whole movie until the end.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh, that was dumb. But The Mummy, man. The comedic timing. I love when they run away from those little, like, they run across the bridge. It's the wide angle. You see this?
Oh, and they're running from all the mummies.
Yeah, you see, you see Brendan Fraser walk this way, and the next thing you know, him and that woman or something like that.
Rachel Weisz.
They just start running back, and then you just pan off, and then 5 seconds later, you see these mummies just chasing them. Like he was he never. I feel like he didn't have to force anything with his comedic timing. The action was good.
He threw a chair at the one dude. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
He threw a chair, and then when Imhotep comes in, he just shows him the cat that's in the room, and Imhotep's like, "What?"
Yeah, that movie was good, bro. Not even gonna lie to you. The movie was pretty good. I give that. That's 5 stars for me, bro. And the ride at Universal.
Oh yeah, the ride's good.
Screw Tom Cruise, bro. Tom Cruise, man.
Oh, for the Mummy. I mean, that's not Tom Cruise's fault.
I know.
That's Universal.
Screw him, bro.
So Universal, what Universal was trying to do when they released that version of the Mummy?
They messed up.
They were trying to remake the Universal monster films, which was the original ones, the Mummy, the Swamp Thing, Jekyll and Hyde, the Invisible Man, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they failed.
It failed miserably.
They failed, and it's not Tom Cruise's fault. I watched the movie. It's not bad, but it's not like good. It's just like subpar. Sofia Boutella playing the Mummy. She's actually Egyptian, so her playing the Mummy was actually a pretty good deal. But her version of the Mummy is more on the horror side than it is on the other side.
Yeah, you could just tell by the way she looks.
Yeah, but just also like, you know how Imhotep was going around like collecting souls to try and get better, and he was walking around. You can see his like muscle form and everything like that. She was like that too, but then she was also like crawling around like on all fours, kind of like a little monster.
It was like a different element to like what they could do, what they were trying to do.
It was cool. Her any part of the movie she was in was actually cool. But other than that,
the whole movie itself, I just didn't think
the whole movie
was.
wasn't. No. And then introducing Jekyll and Hyde, that was just something that, like, I saw. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I know what they're doing. And it's not
I
gonna
think
work.
they tried doing too much at that point.
It didn't work.
But what is your number 4, my friend?
Dang, we're already at number 4. Oh, my number 4 is, you gotta guess it.
Oh, okay. I need a clue.
Bond.
Oh, it's Casino Royale.
Yep.
You said Bond. Oh, Casino Royale.
Yep.
Oh, I was gonna say the other one. To die. To.
No Time to Die.
Yeah. No. Something after
To live is to die.
day. Something tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna
Nope,
say
that's not it.
that. I was either gonna say that one or Casino Royale.
But the day after tomorrow is not a well. Is it? The day after tomorrow is that movie in New York, where's the blizzard?
No, but I thought there was a 007 movie.
It's another day to die or something like that.
Yeah, Another Day to Die. That's the one.
Something
Yes.
like that.
Day After Tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow. That movie's good with Jake Gyllenhaal. That's the one. New York freezes. There's that one big old blizzard. Remember?
You mean 2012?
The day after tomorrow.
Which would be Saturday.
Yeah, Casino Royale. There's a lot of like there's a lot of like that movie opens up with action. It opens up with the parkour scene. It opens up with the the scene where he's beating the dude to death with a toilet seat. And then there's
He had a potty mouth. I'm sorry.
but the scenes where they're actually playing poker is actually great. There's no music. There's barely any talking. And if they do talk, what are they talking about? Poker. And it's just like you are so focused on what they're doing and what Bond is doing. You know what I mean? And Bond is trying to read everybody's hand. He orders a martini that the guy was like, ugh, whatever. And then he tries it and he's like, oh, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, the Captain Hook mustache going on.
You must be the Monopoly guy.
Yeah. Got that Captain Hook mustache.
He can fly.
That scene towards the end of the movie, when he's getting hit with that rope,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not in his butt. It's 2 inches forward. Yep, that movie's good. That's 5 stars for me.
I agree with you. I agree, and if I didn't agree, I'd have you slap me.
Oh, that scene, it was very tense when he drank the poison.
Yes.
And he was trying to get the defibrillator to work, and from his Aston Martin.
That movie's good.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
That movie's good.
Who played Bond in that movie again?
Daniel Craig. He played Bond 4 times. His final movie, No Time to Die, 2021. That movie was great.
Yes, it was.
Movie was great.
It was good. He was a good Bond.
He was a great Bond.
Was he the best one?
No, I mean some people still hold Sean Connery as like the best Bond.
Really?
Yeah, you got Goldfinger, you got Dr. No.
Who else played Bond?
Oh my gosh, what's his name? You remember
Bond for a while.
You remember Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yes.
The boyfriend.
Yeah. He played Bond for a while.
Yeah, the boyfriend.
He did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
He was
so
the James Bond.
His James Bond.
He was around for the video game.
That's what I was about to say.
The 007, the GoldenEye.
The GoldenEye
and all the video games.
And all the ones, yeah.
So that's the Bond that I grew up with.
Correct.
That we did, with all the video games.
That's the one. That's the one where he was riding on the surfboard down the big.
That's the OG Bond.
That's not the OG Bond.
Well, for us.
For our generation, yes.
That's like us with Tobey Maguire.
Correct.
Like, to me, that's the.
Our parents' generation was Sean Connery.
Mine is.
Ours is
Daniel Craig and him. I think it's like a toss up.
Yeah.
Sean Connery,
he's good.
He just wasn't the best.
But GoldenEye, that movie.
That video game was good.
Oh yeah.
I like those James Bond video games.
Yep. What's your next movie?
You want to guess it?
What is it? No, we're at number 4.
Yeah.
Do I want to guess it? Can I get a hint? Can I buy a vowel? What?
Vampires. Werewolves.
Twilight.
No. Blade.
Oh, there's no werewolves in that movie.
What'd you talk about?
There's no werewolves in Blade.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought Triple H
He's a
was...
vampire killer.
I thought for some reason Triple H was a werewolf.
No, he's a vampire with silver teeth.
He looked like a werewolf.
Blade Trinity.
That's not the one I put. I just put Blade the first one.
Oh, the first one? That's the one where they're crawling through the vents.
Yeah, that movie.
That one.
Blade is amazing.
Yeah.
Blade. Elite.
Wesley Snipes.
That's
another guy that does mixed martial arts that had a lot of movies coming around at the same time.
I said I wasn't gonna put a superhero on here,
You put a Marvel film.
and I put.
But
a Marvel
I
film.
remember I said outside the
Damn it.
MCU.
But he's a part of the MCU now.
Not Wesley Snipes.
No, but you know what I'm saying though.
I know what you mean.
I said I'm not gonna put no superhero. And what I do?
The Blade character, yes, but Wesley Snipes is not. He's in prison.
Cecily Knights. That's a 5-star movie for me.
Somebody said, "Yo,
Yo, what up, Orlando? Man, I need to hear about that California story, bro. Soon.
California
Knows how to party.
in the
California.
city knows how." All right,
In the city.
city of Compton. All right,
In the city of Philadelphia. I'm kidding.
that's not the one.
What is your number 3, my friend?
3, my lord.
Let me guess it.
You got a Chris. It's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
It's a Die Hard. I was about to say The Grinch for some
The
reason.
Grinch.
The Grinch.
Yeah, Die Hard. Nakatomi Plaza.
Who's the
Professor Snape.
who's the co-star in that movie?
Professor Snape.
No.
The dad from Family Matters.
No, you have
You have
Bruce Willis.
right.
Then you got his partner.
He doesn't have a partner.
He had a partner.
He didn't have a partner. He was going there from New York. He's a cop from New York. He went there because his wife was working in L.A. after.
He never had a partner in any of his movies?
No, he had people that he would meet along the way and help him. And
I'm
help
thinking
him.
of a different movie.
He had the dad from Family Matters.
You sure?
Yeah, the dad from Family Matters was the first cop to respond to the 911 call. And he helps him.
Yes, he
Remember,
did.
he goes and buys Twinkies.
I think I'm thinking of a different movie.
You're probably thinking of Live Free and Die Hard.
No, I'm thinking of this movie.
The Old Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Danny Glover.
Danny Glover and Mel Gibson.
Yep.
Which, hey, that movie's good.
That almost made my list.
Lethal Weapon?
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
It's a great movie. It's arguably like that movie and Die Hard can go head to head.
Oh, for sure.
Those two.
Professor Snape is in this movie.
Professor Snape.
Yep.
Expelliarmus.
Um,
What do you rate Die Hard?
4.5.
I
He's
feel like
now
it
I
could
got
be
him.
5.
He kills that one dude. He writes on the shirt. Now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho.
I feel like it could be. I feel like it could be 5 stars.
If that's what you want to put it as. The scene where he's like he's walking on all that glass, and he's like he's putting gauze on his feet or his shirt on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
That there's a lot of blood.
No, there is. I thought it was gonna bleed out.
Yeah.
What a holly jolly Christmas.
He's calling to the vents. Hey, come out here. We have a party. Have a few laughs.
Have a few laughs.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
What's your Nemo?
My what?
Your next one.
My Nemo. My Nemo?
What's your Nemo?
You want to try and guess it?
Yeah. Give me clues.
Miami.
Blues Clues. Oh, Bad Boys 2.
No.
Bad Boys 1.
Oh.
Bad Boys 3.
Listen. Miami.
Miami. Too Fast, Too Furious.
80s and 90s.
Miami Vice.
Around that time.
Miami Vice.
Nah.
80s and 90s in Miami.
I can't give you
Scarface.
Yeah. If I would have give you more
If you would have
clues.
said Chainsaw, that would have narrowed it down. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you don't like that movie.
Why would I say Chainsaw?
Remember he chainsaws the guy in half in the hotel room.
No, he did, but that's not what I would have said. I would have said Mountains of Cocaine.
Man, that's any movie.
Scarface is my number 3. I know there's not like action throughout the whole movie, but man, that ending scene
Yeah.
when he's in his house and he's just going with that shotgun,
Mm-hmm.
he just pow, 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 pow. Oh my gosh, he was so like high on cocaine that these gunshots were not putting him down.
No. Yeah. The scene that sticks out to me the most though is when they first get to Miami from Cuba and they're working in little Havana and that little restaurant, and he quits his job. Hey man, I don't need this.
Yeah, he played that role really well.
Yeah, Al Pacino.
One of the best scenes in that movie were when he was at the restaurant. He was like really like drugged up. He's like, "You all need a bad guy like me. You need somebody to point your finger at." Yep. Like he was like I was like, oh man, this guy is up.
I like when he's in the tub and he's got the TV on. There's a bunch of flamingos flying. He goes, "Fly, pelican, fly."
He's like top 5 greatest actor.
Yeah.
That could be a list we do.
Top 5 greatest actors?
Top 10, our top 10 favorite actors.
Oh man.
That'd be a good list.
That would be
next week.
No, next week is Mendo.
As we talk about Mandalorian, but I give that movie 5 stars. What's your number 2?
You want to guess it? Because I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is?
I do know.
No, let's guess each other number 1.
Oh, okay. I think you won't get number 2 or number 1 if you try to guess this. Try and guess.
No, we're just gonna guess each other's number 1.
Okay. My next one.
Number 2.
My number 2 is Inception.
It's a great movie. Yes. That almost made my list.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joe Cavalcante.
And Tom Hardy. And a female. I don't know her name. She was also in Dark Knight Rises. Directed by Christopher Nolan. That man has...
Just like you said, Batman.
That man has a great vision for movies. Have you ever seen his other movie, The Prestige?
No.
With Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale, where they're both magicians?
I have not.
Oh, man. You got to. That movie's so good.
I'll check it out.
But anyway, Inception. Like, the dream state. Imagine they're going into their dreams, something that everybody always wants to do, just go into their dreams. But if you stay there too long, you get lost.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got that little topple. So, at the end, this is the very thing at the end. Do you think it falls over or do you think it stays spinning?
Not sure.
You're not sure? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Not really. It's been a while.
And so everybody has this like little thing. When they come out of the dream state to make sure it's reality, because there's gravity, but if you were to spin something that would defy gravity for just a little bit, it would stay spinning. So he has a little topper. Remember the little toppers you spin and then they fall over. Someone has a loaded dice. It would always fall on 6. Someone has a coin that they would spin and then it would fall over. He had this like little top that he would spin, and if it fell over, it means he was in the reality. If it kept spinning infinitely, it means he was still in the dream world.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, he spins it, and it looks like it's gonna fall over, but it stays spinning, and then it fades to black, and then credits roll. So a lot of people say that yes, it fell over, we just didn't see it, or he's so far down in the dream world that it's still spinning, and he decided to stay there forever.
Mm.
So it's like a lot of people lie on both sides.
Did it fall over? Did it keep spinning?
Did it keep spinning?
I think it kept spinning.
I think it kept spinning too. Just because he in real life, he lost his wife.
He didn't want to feel anything.
And he lost his kids.
It's like the whole thing with Captain America.
Right.
Going back in time and creating his own reality with Peggy.
Going back for the love of his life.
Going back in time for the love of his life. I think it's like the same thing. He just kind of like, he's like, no, I'm not going to, shouldn't go back in time.
Because his wife did the same thing. She spun it, it fell over, but she didn't believe that it fell over. She thought that she was hallucinating, so she killed herself.
Mm.
And then he lost his kids because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't allowed to go see them. But in the end of the movie, he goes to see them, but they're not grown. They're young. And then he spins the dreidel or whatever it is, and you don't know if
He's
this
in
whole
the dream state
if he's in the dream state now, if he's in a reality, or if the whole movie that we watched took place in the dream state.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because you're like, dang, is this the dream state the whole time?
Yeah, because there is a scene where they were showing Ellen Page's character, like how to control stuff in your in the dream world,
Mm-hmm.
just in case your reality self wants to fight against you. Like they're in Paris and they fold the city hat on half on top of each other, and they just start walking on the walls and go onto the other side of the street. That was cool.
I gotta rewatch that movie. That
That
movie
movie
is
was
good.
so good.
It is a good movie. That's a 5-star movie.
5-star movie. And you know who else is in it? The guy who played Scarecrow in Batman Begins.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's right. I wish they would have.
Christopher Nolan likes to work with a lot of the same people.
If,
Morgan Freeman is also in it, and so is no, I don't think Morgan Freeman's in it. Michael Caine's in it.
Christopher Nolan is a good director.
Yeah,
I liked him when he did the Batman stuff.
I did too. He's got a movie recently that
He
just
did
came
Batman What Begins and
out.
Dark
He did all
Knight
3.
and Dark Knight Rises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
He did, and then he's got a movie that came out, Tenet. That was good. They can reverse time.
I saw that on the list.
Yeah. All right, what's your number 2?
My number 2.
5 stars for Inception.
Another Al Pacino movie.
Carlito's Way.
No.
Oh.
This is Heat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a cop movie. It's him and
Sandra Bullock.
yeah, but I think it's him and Robert De Niro.
Right?
Pretty sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen Heat.
It's been a really long time, but I remember growing up and I used to watch that movie all the time. We can verify.
We can Google it.
I'm pretty sure he was the cop. I almost put Face Off on here
Really?
with John Travolta and
I want to take his
Nicolas
face
Cage.
off.
The movie's good.
The movie is good. You know what else is a really good Nicolas
Yep.
Cage movie?
Look at that young Robert De Niro and Val Kilmer was in it.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer, I think, was
Batman.
Val Kilmer was the he was the bad guy in this movie.
Oh, okay.
You can see on the cover, he has the gun and he's like going against him. Yeah, he was the villain. Yeah, Pacino was the cop. Val Kilmer.
Ashley Judd's in it.
Mm-hmm. John Voight's in it.
John Voight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
William Fichtner.
Natalie,
He's good.
Natalie Portman.
Oh, I love Natalie Portman.
Susan Tyler.
But yeah, I grew up watching this movie all the time. I rewatched it so many times. And that's why it's number 2 for me, and it's 5 stars.
Nice. Yeah,
I don't
I've
know if
seen
you like
Inception
movies like
so many
that.
times. Yeah.
I don't know if you like movies like Heat. It's like the cop movies.
I like cop movies.
I really do. But what's your number? This is number uno.
My number Heat.
Numero uno.
You got to guess.
I need at least one clue.
Early 80s. Very early 80s.
That's not a fair clue.
Man. It takes place in space.
Star Wars?
No. It's a sequel, and it takes place in space. It's in the 80s.
Apollo? No.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Aliens.
Oh my gosh! I don't know why I thought Independence Day.
That's
I know,
in the
but
90s.
I thought I was like Independence Day, Aliens, and
Yeah.
but Aliens, like one of the
Aliens.
first one.
Yeah, the second one. So the first one's called Alien. The second one's
Is
called
Aliens the one where they pop out of the stomach? That woman's stomach.
They all. That's in every movie. Aliens is the second one where we first see the Queen, and she has that. There's a little girl in that colony, Newt.
Mm-hmm.
She's the only one that survived,
Mm.
and that's the one also
Poor
with.
girl.
That's the one with what's his name? He died not that long ago. Oh my God, Bill Paxton.
Mm.
And when that scene where they're doing the knife and he's like, he's screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's that movie.
I remember that scene.
The movie's so good. That's more of an action movie, whereas the first one was more of a horror film, because they're isolated in one ship, It's one alien. That's it. This one, it's thousands of aliens.
That's scary.
Yeah. And, like, you know, she's trying to tell him, like, hey, don't shoot them because they have acid for blood. They're like, acid for blood? Yeah, right. And then
Acid for blood.
And then they blow them up, and then somebody gets, like, their arm melted off because it's like, hey, they got acid for blood, man.
We told you.
That movie's so good. It's a 5-star movie for me.
I haven't seen that one.
No?
I haven't seen that one.
That one's good.
But my dad always used to make fun of those movies.
Those movies in the back?
Yeah.
I mean,
like the whole,
they're just pure. That movie is just pure 80s.
Yeah, 80s style movie.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Very, very over the top.
my number one.
All right.
Want to guess it?
Yeah, can I get a clue?
2000s. 2000s.
Okay. What else? Drugs from the 2000. What drug were they doing in the schoolyard?
Don't think of the drug. But it was like there's crime, there's drug dealers.
Who's in it?
I can't tell you. If I tell you, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's it."
Oh man.
I'll tell you. Ready? No, I can't tell you that one. No, because if I tell you any of the main actors, you're gonna be like, "Oh, yep, there it goes."
Okay. 2000s drug. Is it Triple X?
No, it's it's in Florida, but there's 2 franchises that take place in this area.
Is it Bad Boys?
Yeah, it's Bad Boys 2. I was thinking you were gonna say Too Fast, Too Furious.
No,
because that had stuff in it too.
Yeah.
That movie, Too Fast, Too Furious, and Bad Boys 2, very similar.
Yeah.
But no, I went with Bad Boys 2 as my number one.
Okay.
I mean, action off the charts.
For real.
Martin Lawrence is hilarious in that movie.
Is that the one where what's his name shows up? The kid shows up to take out his daughter. Take out Martin Lawrence's
Reggie.
Reggie.
He's like, man, you a tall, ludicrous looking mother effer.
And then Will Smith comes up. You want to take his daughter?
Yeah. He's like, he was asking him. He's like, hey, you ever made? He's like, man, look, I just got out of jail and I ain't going back. You ever made love to a man? He's like, no. You want to? And then Martin Lawrence is like, hey, you better be back at 10 o'clock. As soon as it hits 10:01, I'm in the car. I'm going to find you. There better be no effing tonight. He's like, you a tall, ludicrous looking mother. Can you fight, man? You can't fight. You can't fight. You can't fight. You can't fight. Yeah, you don't want me to show up because if I do, it's going to be chitty, chitty, bang, bang. And then the wife shows up. Oh, Reggie. Oh, hey, sweet. They walk away all nice to him.
All nice, yeah.
Martin Lawrence is, oh my gosh. Martin Lawrence is hilarious in that movie.
Martin Lawrence is hilarious anywhere, really.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
His TV show Martin was so funny.
One of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
I used to watch that show and the Jamie Foxx show all the time.
Oh, the Jamie Foxx show was so funny.
Jamie Foxx show was hilarious. And then the Wayans brothers.
Oh yeah. The one that's the one where they had the dad had the newspaper stand.
Yeah. Always giving them crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was our top 10 action movies.
That's it. What do you rate that movie?
That's it. Oh, I gave that movie 5 stars.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Action movies, man.
Action.
Can I add another honorable mention?
Sure.
Because when I mentioned Sandra Bullock, I was like, oh man.
Go ahead.
It's not Speed.
Go ahead.
It's The Net.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Have you seen that one?
It's a good movie.
Where it's about like the first time they're dealing with like a cyber attack ever.
Yeah.
And like he erases her history and stuff like that. Like made it seem like she never existed.
Yes.
That movie was good. Man.
I gotta put it also honorable mention now.
Yeah.
Jason Bourne.
Which one?
Oh, the first one.
Because there's
the first one.
The first one? Okay.
Yeah, you gotta go with the first one.
Because there's two Jason Bournes.
There's like so many Jason Bourne movies.
But there's like there's the Bourne Identity, Ultimatum. And
let's just say the first one.
Okay. But
I
then
love the
there's also-
reaction. Damn it, that's Jason Bourne.
That's in the newest one.
That's
Not the
Jason Bourne.
newest. That's the.
That's
So
Jason Bourne.
there
Like,
was another Jason Bourne movie with Jeremy Renner,
mhm.
and then
That one wasn't bad
that one wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It flopped. So then they brought back Matt Damon
to
and
save
they
it.
called the movie Jason Bourne, and that's where that scene comes from. Oh my God,
That's Jason Bourne.
that's Jason Bourne.
Because I remember the one I remember the most is the one where he like went away, and then he woke up on a ship.
That's the first one.
Yeah,
That's the first one.
that is the first one.
Yeah, he
Okay.
wakes up on the ship, and then
It's like a boat actually.
he's trying.
It's a boat, and
he's
he's like,
in
where am I? Who am I?
he's in Paris or London or wherever he's at, and he's in Interpol. He's trying to get in, but he's got no ID.
He's got nothing. They're like, who am I?
He scales the building.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
the first one.
movie's great. That's Jason Bourne.
The second one is good too when he starts figuring it out, and he goes back to the States.
Mm-hmm. He realizes who he is,
Mm-hmm.
and then he goes back.
The third one though, when they reveal that that was a part of a CIA program
Mm-hmm.
to erase people's memory.
Yep. They pretty much just wiped his brain, like
Yeah.
his memory slate.
He wasn't
Clean.
supposed to remember.
But yeah,
But he started to remember.
you weren't supposed to remember. But then you started remembering.
Those movies were good, man.
Now you're dangerous.
Those
Oh,
early
God.
2000
It's Juan
movies.
Guzman.
It's like the early 2000 movies had like their own thing
I agree.
all the time. Like especially like 80s.
Yeah, they're like-
80s action movies were all about explosions
Mhm.
and big over the top stuff.
Michael
that-
Bay would have made such a good career then.
Yes. 90s movies not so much.
No.
90s
I feel like there was more of a story in the 90s. Like
right.
it was like a build,
And then 2000s was more in your face action, a lot of
Mhm.
like shaky cam,
high intense.
high intense, shaky cam, very close, very, you know what I mean? Trying to push the ante a lot, like
Mhm.
Triple X, like I mentioned Triple X. Born, very
Mhm.
shaky. All those movies that were coming out, we mentioned earlier
Different
with Jet
stages of
Li.
Action. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Now it's like really the only action movies we get is Marvel related.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
weird,
everything
man.
for the past like 10, 12 years, it's been Marvel related. We'll get a really good action movie here and there.
Other than there's not a lot of action movies that have been coming out recently.
No, because it's all bombarded with.
Marvel,
Marvel.
DC.
You'll get a good drama every once in a while, and you'll get a good horror film every once in a while. Like I just watched Scream 6, and later on this year
That's more of a thriller.
we're gonna get Evil Dead Rises.
I like thrillers.
I like thrillers too. We should do another top 10. It's another one. Thrillers.
Yeah, I like thrillers. Just don't like horror movies.
Horror movies and thrillers kind of border the line on each other, but thrillers are more.
I like the stories.
Yeah, so
Like thriller stories.
thrillers tell more stories. Horror
like
movies.
they're more mysterious.
Yeah, horror movies don't really do that. I mean, they'll tell you a story, but it's
Like the ones that are based on true stories are mostly thrillers,
yeah.
which I like.
It depends on what
Like
true
the
story.
Zodiac.
That's a thriller. It's a
Um,
thriller / horror because did happen to people in real life. It is about killing people, but
Like I just don't. Me personally, the movies I don't like are like those demonic
I don't like those either.
movies.
I mean, other than Evil Dead, but I mean that's
like The Conjure. No.
no way.
Sinister. No. I regret watching that movie.
Insidious, no way. I'll never.
I
watch
watched
those.
that one. The first one didn't bother me much. Cause it didn't seem like it didn't scare me for some reason. That movie had so many things that went wrong with it that made me laugh.
Oh really?
Like, do you remember the first Insidious, right?
No, I've never seen any of them.
Oh, okay. Well, there's this one scene where the husband's, like, the wife notices somebody walking on the back porch. Like, so they have a 2-story house. They have a porch upstairs. That goes,
okay.
You know,
that goes all around the house.
Yeah. So there's somebody walking outside. She thought it was her husband. She like wakes him up. She's like, "Oh my God, somebody's outside." And then he notices it, and then this thing just busts through. It's like a demon.
Oh.
But it looks so like it's walking like Frankenstein.
Oh,
And
okay.
then it like attacks you like, and it's just funny. You're like, that's not even scary.
Yeah.
The freaky part is when kids get involved.
Yeah.
And Tiptoe Through the Tulips comes on. And then
No.
you're like, all right, I'm turning this off.
Yeah.
But anyways, before we get off track, that was our top 10 favorite action movies.
Yes.
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 See.
That was the movies. They were
And
good. And
I think our lists were pretty close.
Did you add another honorable mention?
No, I did not.
You said you were, because I said, because I did. I added The Net with Sandra Bullock.
I did. I had James Bourne.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. The first one, the Bourne, whichever one it was.
The birth of the Bourne. But yes, next week we're gonna be talking about Mandalorian this season 3, episode 1 and 2. We're gonna dissect them and tell you our thoughts.
Dissected like a high school frog.
Yes.
Which we never did.
But we did. I dissected a shark in high school.
Oh, that's right. You guys did. I remember that.
It was outside. It was gross.
That was cool.
I didn't even learn anything.
I remember that. I wasn't there, but I remember you coming back in and telling me about it.
It was gross. It was inside of a female shark.
Of course.
First of all, I'm like, how did this get on land?
First of all, it flew here.
It flew here? Oh, my gosh.
Flapped its
But
wings.
yeah. I think our lists are pretty close.
They're pretty similar. A lot of movies that we both like. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I've never seen that
I think this is the first time our lists were both respected by each other, like, all the way through.
Yeah, for real.
Like,
even the honorable mentions.
Yeah, they were, like, back and forth. Like, Maze Runner, I really felt like, I was like, dang.
Makes me want to go back. Makes me want to go watch it.
Movie's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, there's anything else you want to add? That's about it, right?
I think that's about it. Yeah. So we're gonna try to get back on track. Our lives right now have just been
the last 2 weeks have been really busy.
Really busy for the both
just
of
with
us.
Work. Work, having a baby.
Yeah.
You dealing with stuff at work, but we're gonna get back to every week uploading again, and being more active on TikTok, because we were starting to grow on TikTok. We got to keep posting on TikTok, man.
Yeah.
And growing. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're gonna be in your face more. I promise. We're just gonna start doing every week again. We just kind of got sidetracked by life.
Life kind of took over for a little bit.
It's like, let's be real. Life happened. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate the love and the support. Thank you guys so much.
You want to look at the camera when you say it?
Thank you guys so much.
Don't look at me.
Thank you guys so much. Have anything to say?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You guys have a great night. And remember, always be real.